It is midnight in a dark room where a lonely teenager endlessly scrolls a screen that knows his deepest secrets better than he does himself. The blue light reflects on his tired face while an invisible algorithm calculates exactly what triggers his anger to keep him trapped for hours. This is not a scene from a dystopian movie about the future, but the terrifying reality that billions of people live every single day. We accept a free service without reading the terms and sign away our privacy in exchange for digital dopamine and instant false social connections. You believe you are the customer using a social network, but in reality, you are the product being sold to the highest bidder. Our team spent months analyzing thousands of leaked internal documents that reveal how company executives chose profit over public safety. These secret files prove that the platform was designed to exploit human psychology and create addictive behaviors that no human willpower can resist. It all began in a Harvard dorm room in 2004, where a socially awkward student launched a website to judge women. Mark Zuckerberg did not start this empire to connect the world, but to create an exclusive digital club for the elite of that prestigious university. The site grew quickly because it fed the basic human desire to spy on neighbors and compare our lives with everyone around us. Investors saw the potential of a database that people voluntarily filled with names, photos, interests, and relationship status without payment. Exclusivity ended when the doors opened to everyone and the user base exploded from a few colleges to millions of people. They introduced the news feed, which changed everything because it forced users to look at a constant stream of unsolicited information. Then came the most dangerous invention in the history of the internet, a simple button that allowed users to signal approval. This button turned social interaction into a quantifiable game where people competed for validation and felt depressed when they did not receive enough attention. The company went public on the stock market, and suddenly the pressure was no longer just growth, but making billions of dollars. Engineers realized that happy people spend less time online, so they adjusted the code to prioritize content that caused outrage and emotional pain. Every time you stop scrolling to look at a post, the machine learns a little more about your fears and sells that data. Data became the new oil, and this company built the most sophisticated extraction platform in existence to drill directly into the vulnerable human mind. They tracked where the mouse stopped and how long you looked at a photo to build a psychological profile that predicts your movements. Advertisers lined up to pay specifically to target users who were vulnerable or emotional, because those are the people who buy things impulsively. The motto was, "Move fast and break things," even if the things being broken were democratic institutions and adolescent mental health. No one stopped to ask whether connecting everyone on Earth was really a good idea, or if it would simply amplify the worst human traits. They bought competitors like Instagram and WhatsApp to ensure that no matter where you went, they would always be watching your actions. The goal was total dominance of the digital landscape so that no other startup could challenge their monopoly over human attention. Privacy became a myth as the platform tracked users even when they were not logged in, using cookies spread across the entire internet. The newsfeed algorithm was constantly updated to ensure you never saw chronological truth, only what the computer wanted you to see. Fake news spread 6 times faster than the truth because lies are often more exciting and engaging than boring reality. The system rewarded the most extreme voices and silenced moderate ones because conflict generates engagement, and engagement makes stock prices rise. Smartphones put this addiction in every pocket and ensured the company had access to your location and microphone at all hours. notifications were designed with the same psychological triggers as slot machines to pull you back into the app whenever your attention began to wander. The company became a nation with more citizens than any country on Earth and a leader accountable to absolutely no one. We thought we were building a global community, but we were actually building a surveillance machine that would eventually turn against its own creators. The turning point came when a political consultant stole data from millions of voters and used it to manipulate democratic elections. The world discovered in horror that the platform sold access to psychological profiles to whoever paid the most without caring about the serious consequences. Mark Zuckerberg was summoned to Congress to explain how his creations spiraled out of control and allowed foreign agents to influence national politics. He sat in that uncomfortable chair answering questions with robotic phrases, apologizing repeatedly without ever promising real changes to the company's profitable structure. The stock price dropped sharply that day, but the company continued to grow because the digital addiction system was already too powerful. Internal employees tried to warn leadership about the negative impact on society, but were silenced or fired for disrupting the flow of money. Leaks showed they knew exactly that Instagram caused suicidal thoughts in teenagers, but hid that research to protect annual profits. They created algorithms that detect when young people feel insecure about their bodies to sell diet products and cosmetics at the exact moment. The genocide in Myanmar was fueled by hate speech that the platform refused to remove because engagement in the region was high. The priority was never people's safety, but how long you could keep your eyes glued to the screen watching digital ads. When the brand became too toxic for investors and users, they attempted a classic distraction maneuver by changing the name of the parent company. The metaverse announcement promised an immersive digital future, but it was merely a desperate attempt to escape the stained scandals of the recent past. Billions were spent on this new virtual fantasy, while the original platform continued spreading disinformation and dividing societies across the globe. Virtual reality looked like a lifeless cartoon, and the public rejected the idea of living inside a headset controlled by them. The stock price crashed again, and the company lost billions in market value in a single historic day for the tech sector. They laid off thousands of loyal employees to protect executive bonuses and proved that loyalty means nothing in Silicon Valley. The algorithm shifted focus to short videos to copy Chinese competitors, desperate to hold the attention of a generation that abandoned them. Today, the platform is a graveyard of old accounts and automated bots shouting at each other in an endless digital void. We have become more anxious, divided, and lonely than ever before, trapped in filter bubbles that only confirm our own prejudices and fears. The promise of global connection resulted in tribal isolation, where no one can agree on basic facts because everyone sees a different reality. The empire built in a dorm room now faces lawsuits in multiple countries, attempting to break its monopolistic power over digital communication. They pay billion-dollar fines as if they were irrelevant operating costs because profits generated by data exploitation outweigh any government punishment. Artificial intelligence is the new frontier they want to dominate, using all your old personal data to train computational models. Every photo you posted over the last 10 years is now being used to teach machines to imitate humans and replace real workers. The cycle of exploitation continues to evolve, but the raw material remains the same: your attention and your private life being monetized. You cannot completely escape because they bought the social infrastructure of the internet and made it nearly impossible to live in the modern world without them. The only way to win this rigged game is to understand that your attention is the most valuable resource you possess in this world. If you do not pay for the product you use every day, you must accept the harsh truth that you are the commodity. They became rich selling your secrets, your fears, and your dreams to corporations that do not care about your well-being or personal future. The true cost of free is your mental freedom and the ability to think for yourself without the influence of hidden algorithms. Reclaim control of your mind by turning off notifications now, and remember that real life happens outside these bright, addictive screens. If you want to understand how to protect your money and your mind from the traps of the system, subscribe to the channel now to see the next dossier.